No, I don't think we're talking about a country of roughly 45 million people, the third largest country in Africa. And the fighting is not just confined to Khartoum. It's also very heavy in Darfur. There's been fighting also to the north of Khartoum. And now we see the influx of fighters, mainly on the RSF side, from Darfur and also from Ad-Damazin in Blue Nile state. So the conflict risks bringing in more parts of the country. And of course, that means more refugees. The estimate I think the United Nations has projected is that we could see over 800,000 refugees. Now, where will they go? Chad has problems of its own, has a large refugee population and cannot absorb many more. Ethiopia has also serious internal problems. The main crossing point at Metema is open for refugees. More than almost 2,000 have crossed. But Metema is in Amhara region, which is in itself unstable, facing serious problems. So that leaves Egypt. A lot of refugees have moved to the Egyptian border and are crossing over, seeking asylum there. And then, of course, there is the exit through Port Sudan, principally to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. But frankly, Port Sudan cannot serve as the humanitarian corridor for a crisis of this scope. So, plus, as you say, donor countries have been focused on Ukraine. I have heard from some Western donors that Sudan is a moment for the West to show that it's not only worried about conflicts in the West, that it is prepared to really up its game and invest in trying to resolve the crisis in Sudan. But the question is how. Most embassies have left, their staff have left, and the regional architecture, the organization IGAD, for example, which normally would be the prime peace and security instrument, is broken because Sudan is the chair. The executive secretary is from Ethiopia, which is itself beginning to recover from crisis. But IGAD itself doesn't have the political leverage to try to organize a response to Sudan either, let alone a humanitarian response. So I think you're right. The world's not ready for this. And if Sudan becomes a failed state, the risk of neighboring countries being drawn in different ways and it becoming a regional crisis, that's very real.